Welcome to tonight's devlog. I'm gonna go over a couple things. First and foremost, the update is around 95% complete. Finishing it up. Most of the bugs have been squashed. Everything's passed my quality levels that I would like. The staff, as you can see, I'm in the new part of town. It's not fully finished. It's actually the part that I'm working on. It's the extra 5%. So as you can see, we're at the new station. It's not on service yet. It's getting there. A lot of new features coming this update. Something else I would like to mention is that this is the last time updates are so far out. I think it's been like a month and a half since my last update, which is ridiculous to me anyway. I always want to do weekly updates. So from now on, the updates will be weekly. This will be like major features I might hold for a monthly update as I polish them up, but there's definitely going to be something coming every week now. So player count is going up to 10. This update, I optimized the netcode a lot. So there was a huge issue in my netcode prior that I didn't realize I had, but I fixed it. Netcode's probably like 300 times percent more efficient now. Before, if you had over 2 to 3 people in your spawn emergency, it would overload the servers, saturate the connections, and everything would stop replicating. So that's all been fixed. Don't pay attention to this. I'm still in the process of redoing this. I haven't really found a look I like yet, but I did the CAD, redone it. It's a lot more cleaner now. A lot more cleaner. So I updated this portion of it, so now you can click on the stations, which one you want to assign yourself to. No more confusion with that. So the engines all have deck guns on top of them now. You can lay out now and stuff, so we'll go over the deck gun first. So there's a new option in here called engine operations. Gives you all your new toys to play with. So you hit deck gun, and it puts you on top. Controls almost like a first-person shooter. Change your tank pretty quick. You can operate one deck gun at one line off the one hydrant at a time without draining your sources. So you definitely want to have your second engine in. Take a second plug if possible. Get your own water supply if you need more lines. Once it's out, shuts off. I don't think there's any hydrants around here, but I can fix that real quick. I didn't put the hydrants in yet. So, voila. Public service has been quick to install this hydrant here. I commend them any other time. They normally take a while. So I'm going to demonstrate the laying out, the ground monitors, and also the water pipe, I guess, when I'm focusing on the water. So, click on fire stations, core, spawn truck, current engine, and also with the skins and stuff. Oops. Oops. Spawn's too high. Anyway. So whenever you want to lay out on your hydrant, if you're playing multiplayer, you can have your layout man do this. Just make sure you put the truck in park when it gets out. You can go on either side. We'll go on this side just for demonstration purposes. Hit layout, and it connects. Another part I'm gonna add a mesh that comes out the back of this to connect these. But you can lay out. You can lay out pretty far. Did this on purpose. Just because solo players having trouble. Okay, so once you hit max, that's it. Like, you can't go any further. It'll put your truck in park. I mean, it's a pretty good distance. back to what I was saying before, solo players, when you lay out like this, it auto turns on the hydrant for you, so you don't have to worry about that. In the future, I'm going to have a realism mode, so you'll still have to manually turn them on if other players want. So anyway, let's say you get too far, you don't feel like racking all this hose. If it was this easy in real life, you just click layout, and that's it. So you can hit ground monitor. You can kind of place it anywhere you want. The fan will be like this too soon. So once you do that, you can interact with the ground monitor, the supply line. You want to hook this to discharge of your truck, or you can hook this directly to hydrants as well. But you do have to turn on the hydrant when using this. So we're connected. Operate it now. So fast this goes down. That's a bug. I might accidentally have this one set up so it gives the truck water. That'll be fast for the release. Okay, so anyway, when you're done with it, look over here. Pick it up. Just put it away. Alright, so we'll go back to the station. Most of the details aren't put in yet, like I said, for this world. I did place some placeholder buildings over here. So the second update coming is going to have this part filled in, the city with high rises and high-rise packs, standpipes and stuff. So, as you can see, there's kind of like new roads that fit this area. The cars can park on the sides with the car fires and stuff. Also gives room for traffic to pull over when I add that. Speaking of traffic and pedestrians, they are getting put in soon too. I'm not sure what update yet, but I want them. The world's kind of boring and like this, so that'll be changed. So park that. This is one of it. So we'll actually try this up here. Alright, so with the ladder pipe as well, you can either hook it directly to another truck or a hydrant. It has no water, it has no tank on it, so you're always going to need a water source if you want to flow water. Also, I added a stripe to it. There is I have a 3D modeler now working on textures finally, so the skins will be done soon. I'll show off some of those towards the end of the video. They're not in game yet, but just realized something. So you can hook up there, but you don't have a hydrant on this truck. I like that. They'll be in game probably within the next month or so. Some other things I've done is there is now new fire effects, new smoke effects, new steam effects. They look pretty good. I'm also going to add new spray to make it more like, you can see it more. Hydrant. So anyway, your outrigger's like normal. So, kind of see this. I still gotta adjust the nozzle and stuff, but that's pretty much it. It knocks down a lot of fire pretty quick. Obviously requires a water supply at all times. Takes up a lot of water if you hook directly to the engine. And the way I'm going to balance it, once again, it's just like the deck gun. It's going to use as much water. You'll be able to have one line and one deck gun off using one hydrant. So just have a second engine, grab a second plug. In the future, I also want to expand the layout system. I'm actually thinking of doing split lays and stuff. Especially like if you were to, let's say this is the only hydrant on the other side of this, and you're coming in from over there, going down that street, and the fire's down there, you split lay right there and have the other engine bringing your water supply. think that'd be pretty sick. I made, sorry for jumping all over the place, but I made this one bay to kind of like be a little bit more city-like. 2 trucks do fit in it. Um, with the volunteer update, I'm also going to dub it the station update. I'm going to add stuff to do around the station and some stuff to do when you're not on calls. And I'll have more to announce when I get closer to that. What else is new? Okay, so the RIT system. So, the equipment, RIT bag, have it right there. You'll be able to revive other players. I don't know if if any player goes down for any reason anywhere, it activates a mayday. It announces it to everyone. You'll hear a sound effect. Right now, it's kind of a funny place how to put their sound effect. But you have 2 minutes to go and find them, revive them. If not, they respawn. Now, I did fix the respawns now. No matter what, you always respawn near the closest truck. So even if you aren't attached to this truck in any way, you either respond to the truck, or if you're closer to the firehouse, whatever you're closest to. What else? Oops. Check the update notes. Sorry, I do a lot of that. Okay, so voice chat. It's the first version of it. It is a little bit buggy at the moment, but I'm gonna speak to the developer a bit and get it worked out. There's just a couple small issues to it. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. So the player count's 10 now. If the netcode is as optimized as I think it is, I can definitely increase the player count even more dramatically in the future. So. Alright, so I added shields in too. You can kind of see the glimpse of it on this helmet. You go to helmet, you can do all that still. The shield, watch it go white. You can change the number of the color and whatever number you want. So if you're role playing something like, say you want to role play in a server that you're doing like a transfer or something, or like a standby, or even like you were assigned to a different station than you're supposed to be on your ship, change your number to keep it to be whatever station you want. So you can say like I'm normally at engine 4 and now I'm at truck 3 today. Yes, of course the sun's setting now. I'll reset this. So we'll do a flyby real quick of the new area. We'll make it a little bit less laggy. There we go. Alright. So, the new area starts over here, which you'll have access to it from the industrial area. I kind of want to be in like a central spot. At any given time, there's always going to be like 2 stations that can be closer than the other station, maybe even 3. Like obviously, if you're on station 3, you're going to have a hike. I forget what station that is. That's station 2. Yeah, so 2 would be prime to come assist them. There's going to be another station placed over here somewhere. A nice row homes. Gas station. Full interior. It's going to have full fires and stuff. During the next update, not the volunteer update, but the update in between that with the high-res packs and stuff, I'm going to be expanding the fire system, so you're going to have sprinklers, FDICs. Is it FDIC? Either way, the fire department connection directly in. I don't know why I can't, like, let's blur right now. So you'll be able to supply sprinklers. You're going to have shops here. Almost like 2-story taxpayers. Some more shops. Don't know which ones are going to be enterable. And of course, as time goes by, I may be replacing non-enterable ones with more enterable ones. So it's more or less just kind of get the map laid out still right now. And the wonderful water. The water's been completely replaced. You don't see it here, obviously, but I have a new water system that Unreal generously gave to everyone for free. It's normally like $350, and they gave it for free. It does waterfalls and everything, so rivers, oceans. Anyway, these are gonna be like commercial buildings. At least one of these is probably gonna have a turret. Even both of them, maybe they'll just be sister buildings. A little smaller dock. And then these are all just generic buildings right now. They're just placeholders. Some will be replaced. And they're gonna look better. Let's just kind of fill it in so it's not completely empty. Gonna have more row homes down here. Big apartment building. Yes, there's gonna be apartments in here. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm probably not gonna give them all furniture, but there definitely is gonna be some fire apartments with furniture, and then fire can spread to other apartments. I mean, you guys seen the port. I could probably make this whole building fully off, so it's definitely a possibility. Um, Row home, firehouse, and then this is gonna be like kind of a central park area. Then more row homes and stuff. Um, right over here. So this is gonna connect. This is gonna connect, and then you're gonna have a separate city. This is gonna be like your bigger city with like your 50-story buildings and stuff. This is more like a smaller commercial area. You might have like 20 stories over here. So I kind of like model this loosely on like a little bit of like New York City, Baltimore City areas, kind of like placing them one. Airport's gonna be over here. Um, and here you get into like mini New York. Over here is going to be more like, I don't want to say San Francisco, but probably Las Vegas and stuff. So kind of like the Las Vegas Strip and stuff. So I like having my map to have variety all in one. And after this map is finished, there is a second open world map coming. Um, I already have like an environment in my head of how I want it. So obviously I'll announce that further along once this map is done, polished, and everything else. I think that about does it for tonight's dev blog. The update will be live within the next 2 days. I go back to work on Friday. I'm still on vacation. I got a lot of stuff to do Wednesday and Thursday, but I'm gonna try to make time to get this finished. Um, Worst case scenario is this whole area doesn't get finished, but I am gonna populate it with some emergencies. Like I already have like some row homes and stuff ready, so um, there's gonna be some emergencies over here. This firehouse will be in service. Player count will be up to 10. All the new mechanics will be in. Um, so you guys are getting a pretty decent update. And then there's also a new single level that's in development. I actually haven't looked at it in a while. This is actually the first time I showed this off to anyone. I think it's in here. Alright guys, so we're on the new map. I haven't really looked at this in a while. It's still like not finished. There's stuff everywhere. But this whole building will have the possibility of being off. Closed off section of the street. That's pretty much it. Be nicer to just kind of like load in and have an instant 5 alarm fire. And all the smaller maps will support as many players as whatever the current maximum in games. I mean, even in the first house fire level, you want 10 people, you got it. So, alright, so the final thing that I'm going to show off is I put together a small tutorial area. It's not really an area, but it's kind of like almost like a manual to the game. I'll be adding more as time goes on. Also got rid of the annoying engine sound that you hear when you start up the game. Main menu's fully dynamic now. So click how to play. I'm going to add more topics to this over time. Kind of go over things. So. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for tuning in.